So I know this is a bit of a late story, late coming to the party on this particular topic, but I need better late than never because this is important. So as we're getting closer to our election season, the United States having theirs because it's in November this year. Ours is going to be next year, so they're starting to do the PR stunts and everything they can to rile up people's emotions during the election process. And Justin Trudeau did a PR stunt recently in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, when a steel worker, a blue collar steel worker, confronted him about his taxes. Why he's paying horrendous amounts, and with the carbon tax and the gas tax and income and HST and this and that and the other, like on top of cost of living inflation. Yes, obviously what he did here was tremendous to speak on behalf of working class Canadians. So the Canadian Independent shows this video here of Justin Trudeau going to these people thinking that he's going to get, the hope and satisfaction of, oh, these people are just going to love me. So delusional in his own mindset. If I put on my trusty work jeans, you ever notice that? Like it just seems weird to me that the Prime Minister of Canada, uh, wearing a dress shirt and jeans, trying to prove himself as working class. Like it just seems weird to me. It's like when you see politicians, going to McDonald's for McHappy Day, and they're trying to be like, "Oh, I'm going to pretend to be fast food worker for this campaign. For I care so much about this charity. What are we doing again? How the hell do you cook a hamburger? How do you toast buns? Like some of these people have no idea what they're doing, and that shows the disconnect of people. So let's watch this video.
Hey, I'm good. Just one Prime Minister again. Well, we got donuts over here if you want to thank you for your hard work.
I can bring some for my kids.
So again, this is obviously a PR stunt. Like he's going over there, he's shaking the hands or taking photographs. He's saying, "Oh, there's donuts over here that I brought for you. I want to thank you, hard workers. I want to thank you, hard workers, by stymieing against unions, stymieing against, benefiting the middle class of Canada, uh, taxing them beyond hell, not doing anything on cost of living, not doing anything for grocery prices. But I'm going to put my nice, blue collar jeans on and give you a bunch of donuts. Even though I once called you all radical extremists because you went against me when I put those horrific mandates in place that actually was an attack on working class people. Yeah, that's a real thank you from the bottom of your heart. And this guy comes in.
Okay. The 25% tariffs we just brought in on Chinese steel is going to help you out.
That's going to keep my job. What about the 40?
So Justin Trudeau tries to stymie in because this guy obviously right off the bat says, "I don't believe you. I think you're," and he goes in to say, "Well, we got that tariff on Chinese EV imports, so yeah, we did something for you." And he says, "Yeah, it's going to keep my job, but," and then he's going to tell you exactly why Justin Trudeau is no favorite of working people. Besides, these two, they're probably just happy they're on TV.
Some taxes I'm paying, and I don't have a doctor.
The $400 million in the invest in your car means you're going to have a job.
I think you're only here for another year. We won't see you around probably another year.
Well, that's what elections are for.
That's right.
And I look forward to everyone.
So I love this clip because it's just a perfect visual example, like a friend, chef kiss, perfect example of the disconnect between politicians and working people. Like the fact that Justin Trudeau is so diluted in the moment, like just doesn't, has his heads in the clouds, not even really paying attention to what this guy is saying, because he's explaining to him that he doesn't have a doctor, he's paying horrendous amount of taxes, it's not obviously going towards healthcare. If you if you said you were going to do the things that you're going to do and all the taxes we're spending in this country, we would have the best healthcare in the world. We wouldn't have crumbling infrastructure. We wouldn't have roads that are deteriorating. So where are those tax dollars going towards? Well, it's going towards Ukraine. It's going towards his vacations. It's going towards that condo or that penthouse he had in New York. That was so scandalous that it kept under wraps under the media. It's going towards Haiti so they could start a civil war over there. It's going towards Israel. It's going towards NATO. It's going towards branching out to other elite cultish kind of movements, but not actually going towards helping regular people. Like there's no investment to healthcare, there's no investment to education, there's no investment to jobs, no investment to any of this. And that's why he's saying what he's saying. And he's saying that you won't be here another year. And Justin Trudeau, because he's just so up in his own head, not even listening to him, well, that's what elections are for. No! You're here on a campaign rally. You're obviously there to talk to these people. Maybe the smart thing to do is listen to what this guy is saying, think about it for a second, and then come up with an answer of how you're actually going to convince this guy to vote for you. Like the fact that Justin Trudeau is not even doing that. It's so cowardly. It's so blatant. Oh well, that's what elections are for. Like people are just going to vote whatever. Like you're not even going to try to attempt to get this guy's vote. And maybe it's because he doesn't have to. Because hey, it's already in the bag for him. I'm already, favorable for large corporations and deep insiders. They're already going to vote for me. They're already going to keep me in power. So, vote whatever you want. I don't care. Wow.
One exercising the right to vote.
Yep.
Basic choice. We're going to invest in you and your job.
I don't believe you for a second.
Dental care. Do you know anyone who got dental?
So he says, I don't believe you for a second. I don't believe you because you say all this stuff, but you don't actually do what you do. You don't actually call to action on what you're saying to the general public. And even right there, he's changing the subject right now because he mentioned at first that he was trying to protect the job. He was trying to protect the steel industry, and he says, "I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't have a doctor. I'm paying horrendous amount of taxes. I'm working, endless hours to support myself or my family, and nothing's happening. I'm getting worse off under your governance." And then he goes like, well, and then he goes right into dental care. That's not what he's addressing. So clearly Justin Trudeau is completely out of it. Not even listening to a damn word this guy is saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I pay for it myself.
Okay.
We're like 3 years behind.
The job and coverage.
Yeah, four people in my family. Every
Seniors.
time we go for a dental visit, it's costing me about $50 in my pocket per person.
Okay.
Why? I have a good job. You're not really doing anything for us, Justin.
Well, actually, we just invested so 500,000 people haven't been to the dentist.
Yeah.
Got to go to the dentist over the past few months.
Probably like my neighbor that doesn't go to work because she's lazy.
You know what?
Doesn't go to work. She lives the same way
Most
if I do.
Canadians try to stick up for each other, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Yeah.
Good luck and prepare you for that.
No, I'm good.
So this is what hurts. This is what really hurts when he shrugs his shoulders like that and goes, well, most Canadians got to stick together to help each other. When he's in that power saying that to a regular person, that is what's disgusting about him. That's what's disgusting about people in that position. When you get those high-end aristocratic, politicians, people part of that oligarchy that have the outrageous control over everything that we are doing, and then pretend to pander to you like they're your best friend. Well, us people got to stick together to keep this country afloat. After what this guy has done to go against workers, go against unions, go against truckers, go against he was pro censorship, pro mandate, He's pro corporations. He's not doing anything to help lower the inflation rate. He's not doing anything to call that. He's not stopping the wars. Like, this guy is complete fraud beyond frauds. And he is pandering to this guy by saying, like, oh, I'm one of you guys. Like, I have jeans on. I care about things. That's why we got to stick together. Well, where did you stick together? Did you actually stick together for the CN rail workers? No. No. Actually, Justin, you made it worse for them. You made it worse for them by eliminating their ability, their given right to protest. Did you assist them? Did you stand by them to support Canadians? Did you support Canadians during the trucker protest to stop mandates? No, because you enforced those mandates. And you told them, a bunch of essential workers that you once praised, you said they're a bunch of right-wing Nazis. You called them conspiracy nuts. You told them how crazy they're, the fringe minority. So no wonder this guy, this steelworker, doesn't believe you for a damn second, because your track record proves that that guy is on point, that you should not believe this guy, that having a politician dress down in business casual clothes and appearing at these random locations doesn't do damn squat. It's all PR, manufactured BS, and all this guys, all Justin Trudeau is doing is bringing a box of donuts and having pictures taken, handshaking workers, so that people that aren't in this industry, people that aren't, the blue collar workers, this is more for, the kind of white collar, maybe the upper class academia, I should say, that aren't seeing this afoot. That's probably going to please them, because they'll read this in the newspaper or see this on TV and think, oh, that's just that's a nice gesture. But they don't actually know what's happening. So clearly, you're not sticking for Canadians. You're not helping ordinary people. I mean, considering what you're doing to Tamara Leach, for example, that's not sticking by Canadian side. That's not gathering together to help this nation form. You're actually doing the worst to destroy it. And this guy may have a point, because according to new polling, majority of Canadians not considering even voting for the Liberals, according to a Nanos poll. Fewer Canadians than at almost any point since the party was elected with Justin Trudeau as leader are considering voting for the federal Liberals, according to the latest tracking poll by Nanos Research. The polling firm has tracked accessible voters, that is, how many Canadians would consider voting Liberal, each week since before the party was elected with Trudeau as the leader in 2015, while between 50 and 60% of respondents say they would consider voting for the Liberals. When surveyed in months leading up to the 2015 federal election, the former Prime Minister Stephen Harper was still in power. Only 36.2% would consider casting their ballots for Trudeau's right now. So that was back in 2015. That figure is now only slightly higher than Trudeau's Liberals' all-time low in November, when 34.6% of respondents say they would consider voting for the party. That means a majority of Canadians don't even have them on the radar as a voting choice. So basically, in a nutshell, Justin Trudeau is destroying any credibility this party has to govern. Any measure of credibility this party has to govern. And we're not even, this is just scratching the surface. We haven't even gotten to the horrendous scandals that have also destroyed the credibility of this party, whether it's the We Day scandal, the SNC Lavalin, Jody Rabel Wilson that had to stepped down and got pretty much bullied into conforming with these criminal acts within the party. What they did to the Freedom Convoy, how they seized bank accounts, how they're mandating these horrific policies, how they're increasing the surveillance state. Um, like we can go days and days on end on how the Liberal Party are self-destructing themselves because they're a globalist foundation. They're not a party for Canadians. They're part of the globalist foundation. They're part of the WEF agenda. Justin Trudeau was one of their young leaders that got erected from the Young Leaders Initiative in at the WEF. So this guy definitely has the point that you're not probably going to be around next year. Now, I don't want to make predictions. I'm not one of those deciding factors. I don't make predictions, but I'm just going to say that I think there's more of a chance that that guy who's struggling to make his ends meet definitely has more on the pulse of what Canadians are dealing with and feeling at this election than any insider within politics. Because, as he said, you're just a horrendous liar. And the fact that you even showed up to this event, the fact that you even did any of this, is just proving that point once again that you don't even care for the people. This is all just politicized. This is all just stunt, fabricated, to fool people to think that you give a damn when you don't.